Welcome everyone to another startup and automobile documentation. What we have here is a 2022 Audi Q5 S line 45 TFSI Quattro Premium. This Q5 is painted in Daytona Gray Pearl. It does have smart key access at all four doors. And on the key fob you have the buttons for lock, unlock, power tailgate release, and panic. Front door panels have storage areas, and of course has power windows, locks, and mirrors. But you also have your power child locks right here, along with two-person memory settings for the driver's seat, and the switch to operate your power tailgate. This one has the Okapi brown interior color scheme with leather seating surfaces and brown walnut wood inlays. Both front seats are fully powered, and the driver's seat does get four-way power lumbar support. So now that we're behind the wheel, let's go ahead and start the engine, and it does have push-button ignition. The Q5 is Audi's entry in the compact luxury crossover segment. It debuted for the 2009 model year as Audi's second ever SUV after the Q7 and has since become Audi's best-selling model. As of 2025, it's just about to enter a third generation. This 2022 model represents the second generation of the Q5, which made its US debut for the 2018 model year. It rides on the Volkswagen Group MLB Evo platform and is related to the corresponding generations of Audi A4 and A5. For 2021, the Q5 got a mid-cycle refresh, bringing along numerous changes. The biggest change being the introduction of a new body style in the Q5 Sportback, a coupe SUV version with a lower, sloping rear roofline. It also got updated styling and new infotainment. The base 2-liter turbo engine also gained a mild hybrid system. Mid-2022 brought along a new entry-level model, the 40 TFSI, with a bit less power. The US market 2022 Audi Q5 was made in the following configurations. First, the 40 TFSI with a 201 horsepower 2-liter turbo inline-4 engine. Next, the 45 TFSI with a 261 horsepower 2-liter turbo 4. Then there's the 55 TFSI e-quattro plug-in hybrid with a 2-liter turbo 4 and an electric motor with a combined 362 horsepower. Finally, there's the performance-oriented SQ5 with a 349 horsepower 3-liter turbo V6. Most models use a 7-speed dual-clutch automatic transmission, while the SQ5 uses an 8-speed torque converter automatic. Quattro all-wheel drive is standard equipment. Finally, as for trim levels, you've got Premium, Premium Plus, and Prestige. So in the instrument cluster, we have two analog gauges in this one, with your tachometer and speedometer. Then on either side you have your temperature gauge and your fuel gauge, with everything else being in this digital info display, which can be gone through via these controls on the steering wheel. So for one, you can change your different views, so you have a minimum display, but then you can go along the top, you have your radio info, I believe that's your phone info, but then here is the main menu. You have your date and time, digital speedometer, fuel economy info, and then driving assistance, as you can see. It has a 4-spoke design, heated, leather-wrapped, and multifunctional steering wheel. It does have sport grips. And as for controls, on this side you'll find your information display controls as seen just now. Then on this side you'll find your radio controls with your seat track and volume wheel, and you've also got your voice command button and Bluetooth phone button. And you also have the button for the heated steering wheel. The steering wheel is tilt and telescopic. You have some storage. You have your headlight switch along with your fog lamps, all weather lights, so the lights will automatically adapt to the road conditions, weather. And your panel dimmer, climate vent for the driver. On this side, you'll find your high beam and turn signal stalk, along with the button for your lane keep assist. And below here is your cruise control stalk. And then here is your wiper stalk. So going down the center of the interior, you have your MMI touchscreen infotainment system, which we'll go over more in a bit. Your central climate vents, along with your hazard light switch. Then you have tri-zone automatic climate controls. All the controls for that are right here. So you have your 3-stage heated front seats on either side, temperature for either side. You have your defrosters, recirculation off. Then you have your different zones for the driver, different zones for the front passenger. You can toggle between sync, tri-zone, or you can control the rear climate control zone from here. And you have your fan speed, and then your max AC on and off. But below that, you'll find the buttons for your drive mode selector. Your modes are off-road, comfort, auto, dynamic, and individual, which is configurable. You have your auto start-stop toggle, traction control toggle. You can toggle your parking sensors, along with your hill descent control, and with this button you can just turn the screen off. Below there you have your push button start, some storage, a USB-A port, a 12-volt power outlet, more storage ahead of the shifter. The shifter itself is electronically operated. Entering reverse does reveal a backup camera with guidance lines, pulls up your parking sensors as well. And the parking brake is also electronically operated. Right here you have a little bit of storage, and you also have a volume power knob for the radio, and then it also has a seek track function by clicking it back and forth. 2 cup holders right here, a little bit of storage, adjustable center console, USB-C port in there. The glove box is lockable. Both sun visors do have vanity mirrors and lights. Grab handles for all 4 corners. It has an auto-dimming rear view. Alright, and here is the touchscreen MMI infotainment system in this 2022 Audi Q5. You have this home screen right here. You can configure these widgets, I believe. You can scroll down or swipe down, and you have a couple shortcuts for various things. But then you always have these shortcut buttons along the side here, which is nice. But your main menu, so under radio, you have AM, FM, plus Sirius XM. Then your media, any devices you might have hooked up. Settings. Phone, for any phones you might have paired up. Navigation, which this one doesn't have. Phone apps, you can do your Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. Under vehicle has quite a lot of interesting stuff. So you have a shortcut to the drive mode selector, which you can also do the physical buttons for. Efficiency assist, give you tips on how to drive more economically. Air conditioning, light and visibility. Interior brightness, mainly just vehicle settings, but your parking aids, driver aid features, so your speed warning, active lane keep assist, and then settings and service, even more stuff. We got lots of stuff. You can monitor the oil level, which is nice. Tire pressure monitoring. And then favorites, and this is just all under vehicle. Again, favorites, and then even more settings. I believe this is more for the system itself. But there's a lot of stuff here, but I like how responsive the screen is, and even more stuff along here. That's just a brief gist of this MMI infotainment system. But now we'll roll down the driver's window and have a look at the engine bay. All 4 windows are fully automatic. And you also have power folding mirrors, I forgot to mention. This Q5 Premium rides on the optional 19-inch 5 split-spoke alloy rims. The Q5 45 TFSI is powered by the Volkswagen EA888 2-liter turbocharged inline-4 engine. It has an iron block, an aluminum head, dual overhead camshafts, 4 valves per cylinder, Audi valve lift, variable valve timing, and direct injection. The car also utilizes a mild hybrid system. Horsepower is rated at 261 at 5,000 RPM, and torque is rated at 273 pound-feet at 1,600 RPM. This engine is paired to a 7-speed S-tronic DCT, and power is sent to all 4 wheels via Audi's patented rally-bred quattro all-wheel drive system. Running on premium unleaded with an 18.5-gallon fuel tank, EPA estimates are 23 mpg in the city and 28 mpg on the highway. It has a front and rear multi-link suspension and 4-wheel disc brakes. It can also tow up to 4,400 pounds. And I gotta say, since they refreshed the Q5 in 21 or 22, absolutely love the front end. Absolutely love the front end with this grille. It just looks awesome in my opinion. Reminds me of like a RS or RS6 or S5, SQ5. I guess that is why they call it the S line, since it kind of gives you some of the cosmetic appearances of an Audi S car. Does have roof racks. Storage on the back door panels. You have 40/20 folding rear seats. So both front seats have map pockets in the backs. Your rear coat hooks on the B-pillars and right here. Rear passengers do get their own set of climate vents, along with their own climate control zone, namely temperature, which you can control via these buttons. Then you have 2 USB-A ports and a 12-volt power outlet. And then there is also a folding center armrest with 2 cup holders. And as for space itself, I mean, the driver's seat's in a pretty comfortable position for myself. I'm about 6'1". And legroom and footroom are pretty good. Headroom is really good. It's just a nice, spacious, relatively spacious back seat. Obviously, it's going to be a lot more spacious than the Audi Q3, which is their entry-level luxury crossover. But this Q5, I'm a big fan of this. I think Audi is kind of an underrated brand in terms of just luxury cars. Of course, BMW and Mercedes are a lot more
prominent compared to Audi, but I think Audi holds their own. I know with their lineup, they've gone quite a long time without redesigning their cars, but they do keep them refreshed and up to date. This one still looks competitive as a 2022 model, at least to me, and it just feels very luxurious. Even though this is a relatively lesser equipped trim, you don't have cooled seats or a sunroof, but it still feels very nice and high class in here. And I'm just a big fan of this, especially, again, that refreshed front end for like 21 or 22 with the Q5. I think it just is a really, really sharp-looking luxury crossover. Dual exhaust, rear wiper, and it does have a power tailgate.
The non-Sportback Q5 provides 25.9 cubic feet of space with the back seats up, and 54.1 cubic feet after folding them down.
As seen earlier, the fuel cap is on the passenger side. But anyhow, thanks for checking out this tour of this 2022 Audi Q5. And as always, stay on the lookout for future tours.